airport, please. Thank you. So, okay, a new day, a new treadmill. I'm traveling for work, annoyingly. So I'm in a gym treadmill. It's freezing out there. We're in Toronto at the minute and it is super cold out there. I've got these fancy new microphones, look at these. They've got noise cancelling as well, so hopefully you can hear me really well. I'm just gonna do a steady state run today, probably, well, I'll do it at 6-minute miling, anywhere between 5 and say 7.5 miles. I'll just see how I'm feeling. I'll aim for 6, but if I end up going a bit further, that's okay too. So I think part of the key to these sessions leading up to the race, and remember I've still got 8 days, is to go hard enough but not kill yourself. So somewhere between 50 and 75% of a normal session, I think, is probably where you want to be aiming. That's what I do anyway. And I think the reason for doing that is twofold. Not only do you want to feel a bit relaxed and rested for the race, but you want to crush these sessions so that when you hit the race, the memory of the last sessions has all been ones that you've dominated, and you can hit that race with some swagger. I put my favourites mix on and they're playing classics from the 90s. I've got My Iron Lung by Radiohead at the minute, classic. I'm definitely noticing the humidity here, which is good because that'll get me used to Houston. That'll do, that's 36 minutes, 6 miles, 3:43 a kilometre. That was enough, but not too much. Exactly what I was after. Anyone who tells you Toronto isn't humid has not lived in Calgary.
Look at the windows as well. You can see through those when I started. That's as much sweat as I've imparted onto the windows. They steamed up.
Just noticed that the PEG turbos have just hit 250 miles. So I'll show you the wear and tear on these after 250 miles, which is what, like 400 kilometers, something like that. So there isn't any visible wear and tear on the foam itself. Like you can see a bit of creasing, but you get that almost immediately with ZoomX. But it does feel dead. It definitely feels worse than it did 250 miles ago. But nothing, you know, terrible. Like I'm a bit of a princess when it comes to these sorts of things. They feel a bit dead, so I think they're on their last legs. But you know, you could definitely get more miles out of these. The wear and tear, you can see just a little bit along here. These wore away quite quickly. That's probably my running style more than anything. And on this side, it has worn away as well. So not terrible, but just overall, the feeling is that these were a great shoe when I initially tried them on, but you can see just a bit of superficial wear there as well. When I tried these on, I loved these a lot because of the bounce, and you do lose that bounce after 250 miles, so it's not the end of the world. What's that, sort of $1 a mile? So happy with these. Really will definitely find a replacement, but I've just got this desire to try and find the Fly 6 somewhere, see if that's worth trying out. So anyway, good shoe, like that. Okay, so I woke up to a snowy Toronto, which is fine. We're going to go and head outside. I want to be somewhere between 60 and 90 minutes. Just cruising today, not taking it seriously, just cruising out, having a jog, seeing how things feel, turning the legs. It is messy today in Toronto. Oh, it's gross. Though it was an extremely slushy day in Toronto, but really good fun, and I enjoyed myself out there. I tried to sort of keep the pace a little bit honest, and I ended up doing 10 miles in 75 minutes, which is more than enough, and I was very happy with the run, just turning the legs over, not killing myself. Okay, we're in a packed gym, so I'm not going to speak too loud, but we've got 4 by 6 minutes today. be nice to get them around 3:15, 3:10 a kilometre pace, but I'm not killing myself, just enjoying some speed. 4 by 6 minutes, I'll probably give myself 3 minutes recovery. See how I go. Okay, that was the first one done. Kept it at 3:20 a kilometre, which was better than I was expecting. So I'll nudge it up a little bit. Don't want to kill myself, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's number 2 done. 3:18 a kilometre. Now we're going to do 3 minutes jogging at 6 minutes a kilometre. Okay, that's 3 done. I did that one at 3:17 a kilometre. So I started at 18, then 18.1, then 18.2 kilometres an hour. So this one's going to be 18.3 kilometres an hour, and that'll be enough. 10 seconds to go. I'm definitely feeling the humidity, which is good. Got a few days here to get used to it. But I'm back to Calgary now, and then off to Houston next week. Wish me luck.
So tapering for a half marathon is definitely very different to tapering for a marathon. You don't need as long to taper for a half marathon, and I think you just need to keep yourself sharp and out of trouble. So there's nothing I can do this week which is going to improve my performance, but there's a lot I can do to ruin it. So I do sort of 50 to 75% of a normal session and look at sharpening myself up, ready for the race. Tomorrow I'll just do some static bike, and then later in the week I'm going to do some super fun speed sessions before traveling to Houston. So make sure you come along for the ride.